What is good, Osiris here. Thanks for joining the channel. I used to at one point be more friendly to the left. I'm still left friendly, but it feels like I'm getting pushed more and more to the non-left, which is to the right. When I say I'm middle MAGA, that means I'm all over the place. MAGA is just populism for me. Why would I at any point be somewhat friendly to the left? I'm a huge Jimmy Dore fan, for example, supporter. I hate saying the word fan. I just like Jimmy Dore a lot. That's a great example. Jackson Hinkle is a great example. Russell Brand, great example. And Nina Turner did a throwback. I want to give a shout out, a huge shout out. This meant a lot to me. You can make the argument that I'm viewing these politics as too much. You can, whatever. But I'm just going to be true to my emotions after seeing this. This meant a lot to me. Let me play the clip.
And then just one more point. Yeah. For the neoliberals who say that the residents of that area deserve what they are getting because they voted for President Donald J. Trump, it is abhorrent. This is about poverty. This is about poor working class white people who are enduring some of the same things that poor working class black people endure, whether it's Flint, Cleveland, or Jackson, Mississippi. And so I want to lay it out. The cultist behavior in politics right now, it is a sin and a shame that when people are suffering to this magnitude, you got people who will fix their mouths, to quote my grandmother, to say that they are getting what they deserve. What they deserve is clean air, clean food, clean water. They deserve relief, both in the short term and also in the long term.
I don't even know what to say, man. That's how powerful that was to me. That's the Nina Turner that I used to support. If you want to know why I at one point supported Nina Turner, it's because of that. That is a principled stance. We don't see that from AOC, or we don't see that from any politicians really outside of like a Matt Gaetz, Boebert and them, and they get attacked. Nina Turner put herself out there on a limb for her principled approach. She didn't care that that area is deep Trump country. Here's River. River, if you don't know, this is about the East Palestine stuff. River was on recently the channel. Shout out to River. And she talked about this. But wait, so what do you think about Brandon I don't think Brandon has said a word about this, much less drink the water. What do you think? Do you think are you looking for him to say anything? Do you care? What's your thought?
Well, I mean, I want to see help, like federal help for the people. And unfortunately, that involves the resident. So, yeah, I mean, it would be nice. It's still my understanding that, that people need, food. People, need bottled water. These are small areas. This is flyover country, like deep red MAGA country. These aren't major cities that have, all of the support systems in place that major cities have. So we really could use some federal support, or some sort of recognition, some sort of help would be nice. I'd like to see more testing, and then also air and soil testing outside of what the railroad company is willing to provide.
Again, that was River when she was on recently within the last couple of weeks talking about what's going on in East Palestine. So you heard River on boots on the ground there, interviewed JD Vance. I'm going to replay what Nina Turner said one more time.
And then just one more point. Yeah. For the neoliberals who say that the residents of that area deserve what they are getting because they voted for President Donald J. Trump, it is abhorrent. This is about poverty. This is about poor working class white people who are enduring some of the same things that poor working class black people endure, whether it's Flint, Cleveland, or Jackson, Mississippi. And so I want to lay it out. The cultist behavior in politics right now, it is a sin and a shame that when people are suffering to this magnitude, you got people who will fix their mouths, to quote my grandmother, to say that they are getting what they deserve. What they deserve is clean air, clean food, clean water. They deserve relief, both in the short term and also in the long term.
What a clip that was. And some people were cautioning me because I was, basically Yaz queening her, and I still stand by that. Excellent comment there. But I like this. Watson Speaking, what a great account. Watson Speaking is a former social justice warrior turned free market education activist. I think very highly of her. And she's kind of warning me here, I would say, saying, no matter what a socialist says, that's Nina Turner, Bernie Sanders, and others, their political and economic framework will always arrive at more poverty and less freedom. A broken clock will be correct twice a day. Hashtag socialism unlives. And I appreciate that warning, and it's well-founded. But I respect when somebody, like anybody, takes a stance based on what they believe in, not a position they're supposed to take. And I want to challenge the non-left. Nina Turner took a stance. It could be it's just words, whatever. I'd like to see just words the other way. What is the stance that includes me as well? What is the stance that is a non-left? I hate saying right because I'm not right and everything's not right. But what's the right or the non-left stance? I don't know if it's BLM or whatever it is. That's probably not going to be it, but it could be it in a way. I don't care what it is. What is the stance that you, anybody on the non-left is going to take that reciprocates that understanding from Nina Turner? I know she's throwing in class politics in there. Everything's not going to be perfect. What are you going to do in return? Our country has dug a big hole. We are all in this big hole right now. And race and all these other type of things are just tricks to have us not understand that we're all in the big, deep hole and there's no way out unless we work together. Let me know what you think.
You already know I can get at you. Got my niggas with me, this a interlude. Talking my shit, then be breezed through. This a preview, though my G's do. You see too.